Hello everybody and welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews, where I select different wines, beers, liquors, coffees and teas from around the world, and I bring them to you. If they sound interesting and fun, they're coming here on this channel. Today we're going to do a tribute to the Canadians. We're going to do some Canadian Mist. Let's take a peek at it. Alright, there it is. Canadian Mist, 80 proof. Blended whiskey. Some different things about this, and let me explain. First of all, it's owned by Brown-forman. I've done work for Brown-forman. Brown-forman is here in Louisville, Kentucky, which is where I live. This is actually distilled in Collingwood, Ontario, but then it is shipped to Louisville, Kentucky, where it is bottled at 80 proof. The ingredients for this, the mash bill, is mostly corn. What is it? Corn, then malted barley, then rye with yeast, like a lot of bourbons are. So it's corn forward. So that should give it some a familiar smell to me, a familiar sweetness, and some familiar taste, because I'm so used to drinking so many bourbons, living here in the Napa Valley of bourbon, which is Kentucky, where of course bourbon was born. This is triple distilled using a continuous distilling process. It's aged in charred oak barrels, much like bourbon is. Of course, it's triple distilled. Bourbon is not. It's in a controlled temperature facility, which bourbon is not. Bourbon is basically stored in unheated houses and stacked. Freezes in the winter, gets boiling hot in the summer. They rotate it, and that's just the way bourbon's done. So it's not controlled like this is. This is 36 months, which is 3 years aged in that oak, at least that long. Now let me see, is there anything else? Something very interesting in this. Bourbon, a lot of whiskeys, they take the mash bill, what I explained to you, this was the grains, and they put it all together, and they ferment it, and they age it. What's different about this is each grain, the corn, the rye, the malted barley, is distilled by itself, and then it's blended together, and then it's aged in the wood. That's pretty unique, and it's different. This is mainly made as a whiskey for mixing. It's a mixer. The triple distilled, I've had a few triple distilled, I believe all Irish whiskey is triple distilled. Gentleman Jack, I believe, is triple distilled. And I did a Gentleman Jack, Jack Daniels, barrel proof Jack Daniels, and tasted them all. I wasn't real thrilled with the Gentleman Jack. I'm not real thrilled with triple distilling. Let me tell you what it does, and a lot of you are going to love this. It really mellows it out. Let me see. For a positive, it mellows it. It brings out a lot of the, what do I want to say? Let me reverse it. The bad part of it for me is it takes out a lot of the flavor, kind of weakens it, waters it down. But a lot of people like that, because the reverse of that would be makes it smoother, easier to drink, less harsh. Okay? That's what the triple, so it depends with your preferences. So let's get to it. I'm not going to mix it with anything. I don't mix anything. I drink everything straight. I sip it. If I can't sip it, I throw it away. It's just me. I do drink some mixed drinks. If I'm at a restaurant or I'm on vacation somewhere, I will drink it. Trust me. If you make one for me, I'm not throwing it away. But if I buy something, I'm drinking it, and I'm not buying it to put it in anything. I don't like to put it in anything. All right. Here it is. Let's try it. Ding ding, the dinner bell. Very light, almost going to almost a stark straw colored. Let's give it a smell. I already have a preconceived notion in my little head about what this mash bill and the triple distilled and the oak for 3 years. I already have it all up here. Let's see. Might be wrong. You know, you review enough stuff and you kind of get idea what something's going to taste like. Kind of like cooking. You look at the ingredients, you kind of know what it's going to taste like before you make it, right? And I smell corn. I can absolutely smell the corn. Light burn, light smell to it. A lot of corn in there. A little bit of oak. Just that corn sweetness. That I'm sensitive to the corn smell, so it's kind of a light oaky corn smell. Let's put it that way. Almost like a popcorn. All right, let's taste it. Now, if you put ice in this, well, let's get to the taste first. It is very smooth. If you don't like bourbon, you don't like scotch, it's kind of harsh, and you want a sip of whiskey, if you like Irish whiskey, not that this has the same flavor, but it has the same lack of a harshness to me, where it's a little, we'll call it smoother, less of a burn, less of a punch in the face with the flavors, and just kind of a nice, easy sipper. It's made for mixing, but doesn't say you can't sip. Hell, I'd sip this. Well, I don't mix anything, so I'd have to. I was going to say, if you used ice with this, or you put it in the freezer, you would really bring this down. Probably too much. You would bruise up the flavor and the smell so much that you almost would have no taste at all. So if you want to drink whiskey straight, you want to put some ice in it, you know. But anyway, this is very smooth. This is very light. It's got a slight oakiness, sweetness. You can tell there's a corn forwardness and even a little bit of vanilla taste to it. Not getting any of the spiciness of the rye at all. What's in here, but so anyway, it's a nice, smooth, easy drinking, sipping whiskey to me. They market themselves more as a mixer. However you want to do it. Now I'm getting a little bit of a bitter aftertaste at the end. So other than that, that's Canadian Mist, and hello to our friends in Canada. And thank everybody for watching. Thank you.